All right, YouTube has been making a ton of changes to this platform, and usually it's in the best interest of its creators, but this time they're just being greedy in my opinion. YouTube is now going to start placing ads on all content across the platform where they see fit best, and they're not going to share any of the money. That's right, small YouTubers, YouTube's not going to pay you. So let's talk about that, my opinions, and what these terms of service mean for those who are and are not a part of the YouTube Partner Program.
Thanks for helping us build this community. I really appreciate it. Today's shout out winner goes to this channel right here, and if you would like to shout out our next video, make sure to comment down below or take a screenshot of you watching this one and tag us over on Instagram.
All right, first things first, where do we find the information that states YouTube is not going to be paying us anymore? You should have gotten an email yesterday that had 3 bullet points. The first one being the facial recognition, which this isn't a big deal. Basically, they just changed the verbiage or the language in their terms of service to make it more clear what that policy meant. Now, the second part of this is the right to monetize, where YouTube states that YouTube has the right to monetize all content on their platform, and ads may appear on videos from channels not in the YouTube Partner Program. Now, of course, that doesn't say they're not going to pay us, but if you dive into the actual YouTube terms of service, it states that you grant to YouTube the right to monetize your content on the service, and such monetization may include displaying ads on or within content or charging users a fee for access. This agreement does not entitle you to any payments. YouTube is basically saying if you are or not a part of the YouTube Partner Program, they're going to start placing ads on videos that they see fit best just to make money off of it. And if you have not met the 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours in the last 365 days, you do not get any of the money, even though it's your content. But frankly, it's your content on their platform, and they allow us to use that for free. And it's no surprise that ads generate a ton of money for companies. If you look at Facebook, Facebook is projected to make $96 billion in 2021 off of their ad revenue alone. And YouTube kind of screwed itself, in my opinion, when they changed the YouTube Partner Program policy to get monetized from 10,000 overall views to 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. This makes it a lot harder for creators to join the YouTube Partner Program, which means they have limited the amount of ads that can be displayed across their platform. And is this a dick move? Well, yeah, of course. Is it legal? Well, unfortunately it is. And in my opinion, I feel that YouTube is just going to be selective on what ads they put on what videos. Meaning if you have a viral video, you're more likely to get ads placed onto that one because it's going to generate a lot of income from YouTube. They also want to make sure that the content they are putting ads on is advertisement friendly, since advertisers hold a pretty big importance when it comes to YouTube. Now, this does give me a good perspective though. If you are not a part of the YouTube Partner Program and you're starting to see ads placed on your channel, it's a pretty good indication that you have advertising friendly content, which means when you do hit the threshold of 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, you're most likely going to get approved for the YouTube Partner Program. Although Dan Courier actually had a different perspective, so I'll go ahead and leave his video down in the description box below so you can check it out after this one. Now, I do hear a lot of small creators saying that this is going to be a bad thing, that it's going to upset their audience, but if you think about it, we are trying to get monetized so we can place ads on our channel, so it's not going to be any different. But the one thing I do see that's not such a good thing is YouTube now has the rights to place ads where they feel is best. And coming from a person that does have a channel that is monetized, sometimes YouTube places ads in really weird spots and it does mess up the user experience of my videos. So I make sure to go into my editor before I upload and make it public to change where locations are for ads, or just to remove the ads if I don't want it in the mid-roll at all. So this does not give you the ability to do that, and YouTube is going to start placing ads. Something I do hope is they keep it either at the beginning or the end and they don't start doing mid-roll ads, but again, it's YouTube's platform and who knows what they're going to do because they're getting pretty greedy in my opinion. Now, the second part of this is something that really triggered me, was the fact that this is now going to be royalty payment. Now, I'm not really familiar with how royalty payments work, but I do know Roberto Blake was really excited about talking about it, and he made a whole video on it, so I'll go ahead and link his video down in the description box as well. So it says, for creators entitled to revenue payments, such payments will be treated as royalties from a US tax perspective, and Google will withhold taxes where required by law. And again, if you go to the terms of service to read a little bit more, starting November 18th of 2020, any payments you may be entitled to receive from YouTube under any other agreement between you and YouTube, including, for example, payments under the YouTube Partner Program, channel memberships, or Super Chat, will be treated as royalties. If required by law, Google will withhold taxes from such payments. Now, this does not mean we've never had to pay taxes and that now we're going to get paid less. I saw a lot of people saying because they're going to be taking out taxes, they should go ahead and change the split of percentages that we get, because right now, if you're unsure, it is a 45-55 split. But in my opinion, nothing has really changed. At the end of the year, we have to pay taxes even if Google didn't take anything out, which is why you have to report how much money you made to the IRS when you do your taxes, and you may see a decrease in your tax refund once you put that money in, or you may owe taxes if you're not eligible for a refund. And if you are unaware of that, this is why it's super important every month when you do get paid, you want to go ahead and put money aside, so this way at the end of the year you're not hit with a huge bill that you're not prepared for. One thing you will want to do though is make sure you are partnering with a CPA or an accountant to make sure you're not overpaying or underpaying in your taxes. And for creators outside of the US, we'll provide more information about when these terms will become available for you next year. So eventually they will have this affect all creators, but for right now it is only affecting those of us in the United States. So let me know in the comments below your feelings on all of this, and for more simple strategies to grow on YouTube, you can go ahead and check out this video here. Also have it down in the pinned comments below. Now get out there, make some content, let's grow together.